Hello and welcome to Microsoft Mechanics Live. Coming up, we're going to take a look at updates to Microsoft Stream, our intelligent video service in Microsoft and Office 365, and most recently now available even in our small business plans as well. We're going to look at the new capability to create and stream live events, something brand new, Stream's new mobile app that allows you to view videos on the go from iOS and Android phones, even download content for secure offline viewing as you're in flights or outside of internet. And if you're an admin, we're going to give you a tour of recent updates for Stream in the admin settings, because we've got a lot of admins, I think, among us today. But to do that, I'm joined by Vishal Sood from the Stream team. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
All right, so a lot of people here aren't familiar with Microsoft Stream. And really, it's a service that's part of Microsoft and Office 365. It gives you a fully featured enterprise video platform that integrates into other parts of the service in Office. And it's come a long way since launch, because there's lots of things that you can do, lots of ways to integrate it really across SharePoint, across Microsoft Teams. We want to show some of that today. So why don't you tell us a bit about the background and what's going on with that?
Cool, thank you. Yeah, it has indeed come a long way. So we recently launched this live events capability in Stream. And at Microsoft, we actually use this to host our executive town halls, monthly Q&As, and stuff like that. So here is an example of Satya, who did a recent town hall for us at Microsoft. And you'll see these events tend to be professionally produced. You have multiple camera angles, different shots, sometimes audience, sometimes the speaker from different angles. So it's a high production experience.
Right, you're using multiple cameras, and I can see audience shots in here and everything. So how would I set something like that up using Stream?
Yeah, let me show that to you. It's actually easy. So here I am in the Stream portal. So very first thing you do is you go to Create, and you click on Live Event Preview. I did that already. And this page shows up. In this case, I uploaded a thumbnail because I want to talk about mechanics. And you are going to do an update for us. So I'm going to say Updates from Ignite as a title. I also picked a time here, and then at a specific time and date, and that's it. And I'm going to hit Save now. So what that will do is you'll see the thumbnail updated. And then now we got a couple of URLs here. So what I'm going to show you next is using an encoder setup, because this is a professionally produced setup, and you need multiple cameras and stuff like that.
Okay.
You could also choose any of your other favorite encoders, but in this case, I'm going to pick OBS. So I'm going to go into OBS next.
Sounds good.
So this is OBS, and as you can see, we have a two-camera setup going on here. So we have me here, and you can see many, many me. So, and then we have you here.
Yep. So just a note here. So you see a little bit of lag from the live feed that's coming, what you can see from us. That's just the video kind of making its round trip back onto your screen, right?
That is correct. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my previous screen. You see these two URLs here? I'm going to copy this URL, because that's what we will use in OBS. And that's how OBS will connect to Stream. So in this case, I have everything set up. It's super easy. We have detailed instructions. And I'm going to just go here and say File, Settings. And I'm going to go Streaming. And I'll paste this URL here, which I copied from Stream. And click OK. And that's it. So if I go back to my previous screen, I'm going to start setup.
And this is pretty cool, because pretty much any of these encoders, you can actually use other options if you want to have different audio sources or stream from different video source types. You can do things like convert SDI if you want to into USB for for another input on your machine. So there's a lot of different options that you have there.
Yes, that is correct. So in fact, in our case, we are showing OBS, which is a software-based system. But you could theoretically use a hardware-based encoder, which is like a TriCaster or something like that as well.
Right.
So in this case, you see, we are ready to connect, which means I'm all set for encoder to start sending stuff to me in Stream. So I'm going to go back to the encoder and just hit Start Streaming. So what this is now going to do is take the stream, which in this case, both of us are there, and send it over to Stream. And if I go back to my previous screen, you'll see it says the encoder is already connected. So if I say OK here, the player will load and show me the preview of what we're going to be seeing. And there's going to be a little bit of delay, because there's a round trip happening, and we buffered a little bit for efficient streaming delivery. So the event will start up in a second here. And it looks like both of us are on the screen, and everything looks good.
There I am.
So I'm going to click Start Event now. So what this is now doing is it's kicking off streaming, so that the audiences now will see the view we are showing here. And if I wanted to actually change something here, for example, Jeremy, I wanted to kind of disable your feed because you were done with your updates and the next speaker was coming in, I could simply undo this from here on the screen, and then your camera is now gone. And just like that, the feed that you see coming to Stream will also update accordingly. So in a few seconds here, because of a delay, your camera feed will disappear from here.
Very cool. Why don't we go to your mobile device, because I think there's a lot of updates around mobile, and in this case, you'll probably be able, you're already pre-authenticated on that device, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and show the mobile experience on Teams, because there's some brand new stuff here that's just released. It's just in, is it in preview or is it released this week?
So it actually released GA. So we are live on the Android App Store, so you can download the app from there. And the iOS App Store is in the middle of approval process. It should show up any day now. So I'm going to click on the Stream mobile icon here. And what you see is it takes me to my mobile app. So one of the cool things we have added with this mobile app is we really wanted to give a truly on-the-go experience to employees, because most of us are on the go most of the time. So we wanted you to take videos with you. So I can do some cool things here. But the most interesting thing is the ability to download videos offline. So a truly on-the-go experience could be on the go on a flight where you don't have internet connectivity. So now you can download videos and you can catch up on all the CEO meetings or anything else that you wanted to catch up while you're on the flight.
Okay, so from an organization's perspective, how can I manage this app though? Because I probably don't want to leave something around that's got a bunch of offline cached videos. Can I do all the MDM stuff against that app as well?
Yeah, and then that's the beauty of all of this is even though you're offline, it's completely secure. Our app is kind of supported by Intune. So as an admin, you can set policies as who can log in. The videos are always encrypted. If somebody loses their phone, you can even do a remote wipe.
Very cool. So, and what other MDM solutions do we support?
So we do support Intune and other things that are compatible with that format, like Mobile Iron, AirWatch, so you can use any one of those to manage your mobile device.
Very cool. So you can find and you can download now. You can watch videos on a plane if you want without airplane Wi-Fi. What else can you do with the mobile app?
So one of the common things we still do today is we actually share links with each other. That's how we share videos. Sometimes you get a link in email. Sometimes somebody sends you in a Yammer private conversation. So in this case, I am in Yammer, and somebody sent me a video link, and in a private conversation, I really don't know what video that is. And now I can just simply click it. So Stream mobile app supports deep linking now. So any link that you get, it launches in the mobile app, and it takes you to the video, and you can start watching the video. In addition to that, I can also do a discover and search. So the home screen on this app is discover. So what that means is all the videos that are trending around me, and I can just quickly see them. If I wanted to search a particular topic, I could simply click search here and search for, like, let's say Azure. And you'll see the same deep search that we are known for in Stream is now available on mobile as well. I found this video because Satya said the word Azure in the video. I can simply click it and start watching from the point where Satya said Azure. So same cool capabilities kind of follow out to the mobile. Also, once I'm done with here, so if I like this, if I like any other video here, I can simply click and add it to my watch list. So watch list is a pretty powerful concept. So if I go to my watch list in my phone here in my content, my watch list really travels with me irrespective of what kind of device I'm on. So whether I'm on a web browser or here. So what you see is I just added a video here. And now I'm going to switch over back to my laptop. And what you'll see is this is my home page here. So my content and my watch list actually just show up on the home page as well. But let's just do a refresh here quickly. OK. And you'll see the video I just added on my phone to my watch list will now show up on my watch list on my device here. So this is a test flight 42 number video. So this is truly a mobile experience.
Very cool, very cool.
Roaming experience.
All right, so now that you're in the full web browser, what are some of the other things that you can do?
Yeah, so we also recently added the ability to spotlight videos. So as group owners or as admins, you can pick some important videos that you want to highlight for the entire company or the group. So in this case, you'll see this video and the previous video were spotlit by an admin. So the admin really wanted everybody in the company to kind of know about these videos and watch them. So that's one capability. We also updated our SharePoint web part. So now our SharePoint web part is completely responsive, and it feels fully integrated. So this is a new SharePoint web part, so which you can add videos to your SharePoint. I can click next. I can even do touch swipes and stuff like that. So it's completely touch compatible. It looks as a part of the web page now.
All right, so very cool stuff. Lots of updates in terms of discoverability, spotlighting your content, mobile experiences, the live events. There's some other things that we've done. I think we've got a lot of admins among us, right? Anybody an admin in the audience?
Oh.
Most people, I think. So why don't you show us what's new for our audience here, the admins?
Sure. So let me go back to Stream here.
One thing to point out, too, is where to find the admin center. So it's within the Stream, the gear here. You can drop that down and find the admin settings.
So if you are an admin, and only global admins will have access, tenant admins will have access to this, you can go and click on admin settings. But from here, you can add other people who you want to be able to manage Stream on your behalf. So I can add multiple administrators, which I've done in this case. You just saw spotlight videos. So I can, as an admin, now go and spotlight videos on the home page. So you can do by clicking add video and searching for the name or pasting a URL. Both of them work. And then once you are here, you can reorder the videos in which sequence they show here as well. Finally, not finally, but we also launched live events recently. So as an admin, it's important for you to know what's going on and set policies around that. So you can now go here and add users who are able to do live events. And in addition to that, you can also see which are the events that are live right now. So we closed both our events out, so there's nothing live right now. But in the upcoming, you'll see anything else that is scheduled in the near future as well. Then company policies are a pretty cool concept as well. So you almost always have some guidelines for people or employees in your company on what kind of content they should be uploading and what not. So now you can just simply paste the URL here, and when you flip this to on, everybody who tries to upload a content will have to read the policy and accept it before they can upload. And Stream completely supports auditing capabilities as well as a part of Office 365 Admin Center. So all these things are audited for you to kind of take a look at later. One more thing I want to show you here is usage details. So as you probably know, Stream has a storage quota, which is 500 gigs per tenant and half a gig per user, which is all pooled as one large quota.
So just to slow down, so that's 500 gigs per user, right? Half a gig per tenant?
It's the other way around. 500 gigs per tenant.
500 gigs per tenant, half a gig per user. So it's going to be a variable amount in terms of the total that you get with your Stream account. So the reason why he's got 513 is the 500 gigs for the tenant, and we've got a 25 user demo tenant.
Something like that, yes.
Yep.
So, and as an admin, you can even register for notifications. If something was getting close to your quota, you can find out about that. Two more things really quick. Content creation. So we now have more granular controls around this. It was a big ask from all of you guys. So now you can actually control who can create channels separately from who can upload videos. So there are two different settings now. So I can flip either one of them on and off and pick a set of people who can do this. And finally, caching is super important. I know everybody is almost always worried about network when it comes to videos. So we do now support, Stream always supported native cache proxy solutions, but we now also have 3 other partners in this space who provide ECDN solutions or SDN solutions, which is the enterprise CDN which is inside your firewall. You can simply pick one of these providers here, and once you work with them and have a license from them, it'll be one-click integration from a Stream perspective, and you'll start utilizing that. And these solutions are either peer-assisted or multicast or cache proxy.
So finally, the data privacy is something else that's pretty new. Now everything, as you mentioned, it's auditable, as you mentioned above, but now you can actually get to GDPR compliance with this, and you can be able to do things like delete user content and accounts from the Stream service, so you've got the right to be forgotten and those types of things integrated here as well, right?
Correct. So you can actually, as an admin, export the usage activity for any user, should they require it or you require it, very simply in a CSV format and take it out. And as he said, if somebody actually wants to be forgotten and you delete them from Active Directory, you can come here and also clean all their associations with Stream. However, we don't delete the content because the content really belongs to the company, but we just delete the user references from the content.
So very good stuff. Lots of updates really across the board from the live events that we saw, both using Encoder or doing the quick start with Microsoft Teams. Also the things that we saw on the mobile app as well as the admin experiences. But if you wanted to get started with Stream, how do I find it? Where do I learn more?
Yeah, I mean, the best way to try it out is with the recent announcement. Stream is pretty much practically available in all Office queues, so all education students queues. Just go to your Waffle or what we call the app launcher, click on the Stream tile, and from there you can get to Stream. And if you can't find that for some reason, just go to stream.microsoft.com and log in with your corporate credentials. And of course, you should go to the app stores. You can definitely go to Android App Store right now and download our app. And of course, iOS is coming shortly as well.
Thanks, Vishal. And if you haven't already subscribed to Microsoft Mechanics, follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time. That's all the time we have for today's show. Goodbye for now.
Thank you.